lucky.
I'll just pick. Oh, don't worry. Always the way around here. I've had a very productive morning today. I have literally got so much done and it's only 10 AM. I feel very accomplished. You would have probably seen a couple of bits from the montage that I filmed this morning, but I have ticked off a lot of emails. I've had a call with my manager, I had the Waitrose delivery arrive, I've cleared the fridge out and given it a good clean and put all the new food away. And I've also been prepping this morning for a busy shoot day. I've got a very busy campaign shoot day. I've got 2 campaigns that I need to shoot today. One of them is pretty big, so it's going to be a whole day shoot. My mum is currently on her way over to help me shoot, and yeah, it's going to be a very good productive day. I also made myself a good breakfast this morning, and it's something that I definitely don't do enough of, and I think I mentioned it in a vlog recently, but I really want to get back on track with being healthy and kind of taking a bit more time to actually think about what I'm eating and how I'm looking after my mind and my body inside and out and all of those things, because I feel like that kind of health and self-care health section of my life I've really neglected over the last 4 or 5 months, with moving house and then being in the house and it just being so chaotic. I just haven't had it as a priority, but this week, I really want to start implementing some little changes, some little bits that are just gonna make me feel really good and my best performing self. And one of those things is eating a good breakfast or a good brunch. Sometimes I don't like eating early. I like to eat usually around like 9 or 10. So I had my breakfast just now and it was delicious. I just had some scrambled eggs on sourdough with some chives from the garden and it was great. This week I am focusing on the kitchen, so I'm continuing where I left off last week. I haven't actually done anything in there since, so I'm going to be sanding down the filler that I did and priming it and starting to paint. I think I'm going to try and get to B&Q tomorrow, depending on how work's looking. Because I'd really like to just get all the bits I need and get cracking with that. I've also ordered a lot of samples. I've ordered tons of tile samples for the kitchen and I've ordered lots of different carpet samples for upstairs. So next steps in the dressing room is to reinstall the carpet nice and fresh, and then we can get the wardrobes ordered and built and in. I think that's going to be quite a long process because Jack has to actually build the frame that it's going to sit on, and then we're going to be boxing them in, so they won't just look like carcass wardrobes. They will actually be completely floor to ceiling built in with coving and skirting and everything. So yeah, we kind of have to have the base down before we can put the wardrobes in. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that this weekend we are going to start work in the office. I'm currently sat at the dining table, literally looking at the office, and it is a state in there. There is so much rubbish, so many tools. I really need to sort it out. I think that's going to be another job this week. I want to clear that room and get it back to being empty. Put everything where it's meant to go, and it'll be a really good workspace for us to start on the fireplace at the weekend, potentially start on the walls that need fixing, and once that is done, we can get the floor in, which is very exciting because we already have the floor in the barn waiting to go. So yeah, very exciting. I want to show you the pantry because I worked on it on Sunday and I got the pantry shelving in and built. Had a little bit of help from Jack, literally just to do the top, but I did it all on my own and I'm really proud of it. I actually built it completely outside and then realized that I couldn't take it in and like stand it up because it's so high. So I had to bring it in, dismantle it and rebuild it standing up. So it's a little bit annoying, but I did it and I've started to fill the shelves temporarily. So anyway, let me show you how it's looking. You are going to have to excuse the lighting in here because I still haven't changed the bulb up there. I need to take it down and see what bulb it is and get one because it's still very orange. I actually have some strip lighting that I want to put in here to put in the shelves so that when you walk in it comes on a sensor, and I think that's going to be really good. But anyway, I'm going to show you how it's looking. Okay, so when you walk into the laundry room, pantry, whatever we're calling it, this is what you see. So the fridge we are changing. We are getting a new fridge. Do not worry, this one is so old. I think we're just going to keep this here for now. I marble wrapped this worktop with the final wrap from B&Q. Washing machine is just going to stay there. All of this stuff on here is actually not going to stay here. Some of it does belong in the kitchen, but I've just kept it all in here so it's out the way. And then on this side behind the door, we have the pantry shelves. So it's a little bit hard for me to show you the full thing because I don't have much space between here, but this is how it's looking. So this is an IKEA Pax wardrobe. It's I think it's 100 centimeters wide and it's the tallest height. So it literally goes to the ceiling, which is perfect. We have quite high ceilings in this house actually, which is quite strange for an older house, but loving it. So this is how they're looking so far. I've got 5 different shelves. So we've got a large one here, a large one here, large one here, and then 2 little ones at the top. I'm just going to put small baskets up here, little trays, just things that I don't really need a lot, but I kind of need to store away. Maybe like seasonal decorations or stuff like that. Then I've got these 2 linen baskets in here. These are actually from Amazon. They are so brilliant. You just Velcro open the top. I'll show you them properly. Yeah, and they're just little storage boxes, but I thought these would be so brilliant just for anywhere. In cupboards, I might put some of these in the dressing room. So I bought a couple to see what they're like, and I love them. I think they're really good. No idea what's going in there yet, but it's always good to have the storage. And then this section is going to be for all of my jars. This is not done. This is very temporary. This is literally just all the jars that I had in the cupboard. So I've ordered a whole lot of new jars. They're all going to be wooden, so they're going to have this wooden top with the, I mean, all the sesame seeds have got stuck in there because this was upside down. But yes, they've got a little sealant, so everything stays really fresh. I much prefer this style to the screw top. I find these keep things fresher so much better, and they're just much more useful. So I've ordered lots of sizes of these so we can do this together. I'm going to decant everything. I've got loads more stuff to put in here, more pasta, so we can do that together either later or tomorrow. And then this bit, again, is very temporary. I've just popped some serving ware, dining ware. I've got some jugs, a random vase. This was just all stuff that was in the kitchen, and I've moved it into here. So I do need to properly organise everything, but I'm so in love with it. And then down here we have the drawers. So top one is for all of my plates. These are all the plates, bowls, all the crockery that I'm going to use every day. So much easier having them in a drawer. Access them so much quicker, so much easier. You can see where everything is. I just way prefer having stuff in drawers. So yeah, that's the top drawer. These 2 drawers are currently empty, but these are going to be used for all of the dried food. So I've ordered some acrylic drawer dividers, and these are going to be for like bread, crisps, snacks, chocolate, you know, all of those things will go in one of these drawers. And then I've got a whole nother drawer to play with, so who knows what's going in there. I'm not sure yet. And then the bottom drawer is for all of my laundry stuff. So I've got toilet rolls, all the laundry bits and bobs. I think I'm going to decant these into some short jars because they don't actually fit in the drawers, and I think jars will just be a bit easier. And I'll probably just label them so I know what's in them. But yeah, love it. I am honestly so happy that I decided to do this, and it's just perfect. It has been so much easier having this here and accessing everything, and also it just looks beautiful. Good afternoon everyone. I look like I've just come back from school in this shirt. We have just finished shooting, which is why I'm wearing a bit of a weird outfit. And we've just come for a little walk because Mum brought Gracie with her. Should I say brought? and she's been so well behaved. She's just been chilling, sat next to us in the garden, sat in the house while we've been filming, and she's been so good. So we're just taking her for a little walk before they head home, and she's been so good. And the shoot was also very successful, very pleased. Went very smoothly. The planning is key and it makes the shoot go so much easier. So yeah, and it's a lovely, lovely day now. It's actually quite warm. So we're gonna enjoy a nice walk, and then I'm back home for campaign filming number 2. Good evening, everyone. Oh my goodness me. I am exhausted. It's 6 o'clock and I have just finished filming and editing, and all the campaigns that I had to do today are now done, which I am so pleased about, and I'm also over the moon with how they went. I literally couldn't be happier. I'm really excited to go through the first shoot that me and my mum did today at some point this week and edit it all and send it over to the client, because I think it went really well and I'm really pleased with it. The second campaign that I shot is now finished, completely edited and sent over, so I'm pretty much all done for the day. I just need to have a big tidy up because there is literally stuff everywhere. I've got client products all downstairs, parcels half opened, clothes are honestly taking over the bedroom, so yeah, I need to do a good tidy up. But before I do that, I just wanted to sit outside in the sun and just be quiet for half an hour. I just want to sit here and be still. I also had delivery of all of my bits for the pantry, so hopefully if I have time tomorrow I'm going to sort that out and get that all organised, which I'm really excited about because I think it's going to look amazing and I love organising stuff, especially in the kitchen. So yeah, that's going to be really good. It's kind of times like now that I feel so grateful and blessed to live in this house. The fact that I can just walk out the door and sit on our lovely furniture in the sunshine, and I can hear the sheep, I can hear the birds, it's a little bit breezy, the sun's out, I've got gorgeous views. Literally, what more could I want? I mean, having a little puppy right now would be great, but no, I'm joking. I am literally so happy. I wouldn't change this for the world, honestly. Good evening, we are in the kitchen. I'm currently making dinner and Jack is making some Ninja Creamy recipes, which is very exciting. We are doing, oh, have you already put the Rolo one in the freezer?
No, it's there.
We have got a Rolo pudding, which is, it looks a bit gross, but this is going to taste unbelievable. This is going in the freezer ready to eat tomorrow. Jack's currently doing a pineapple and mango sorbet, which we've used frozen fruit, so we can actually eat this tonight. And then I also really want to do a banana ice cream. We're using the recipe book that comes with the Ninja Creamy. It's actually really good. It's got quite a lot of recipes in, loads of different types, loads of different ideas for like mix-ins. Okay, the 3 Ninja Creamy flavours are done. We've got pineapple and mango sorbet, Rolo yogurt, and banana ice cream. They're all going in and we will do a taste test tomorrow evening. morning, everyone. It is Wednesday today and I just chucked on this random jacket because I just went outside to see my neighbour quickly, and I was wearing my Adenola leggings and Celine crop top and I just felt a bit naked, so I've just chucked this on. And I completely forgot I had this. I've had this for years. It's kind of like a dog tooth shacket kind of vibe, but it's got these gorgeous buttons. It feels very Chanel-esque, but I love it. I used to wear this loads and I completely forgot about it, and I'm so glad I found it again because I really love it. It's such a good kind of little shirt jacket to chuck on, especially when I'm at home. So I'm gonna wear this today. But I just went outside to see my neighbour to give her some shortbread because she's going to see her sister, and she's in her 80s and she is honestly such a sweetheart, and I wanted to give her some shortbread to take up before she went. She was all worried about like leaving the house. I was like, don't worry, it'll all be fine. So yeah, I just met all of her family and it was very sweet. But anyway, today is Wednesday and today is a no makeup day. After doing like a shoot day when I'm wearing makeup, I really like to just have a no makeup day, comfy clothes. I've been doing editing this morning and I've still got a bit to do, but I've just unboxed all of my parcels that were by the door that I really needed to get into. I've got some bits for some content that I need to film this week, and also all of my bits for the pantry have arrived. So I thought I would show you what I've got. I'm gonna link them all down below. They're all from Amazon. Quite inexpensive, to be honest. I have looked at some other companies that did glass jars, but I thought these ones were the best price and they all look exactly the same and they're all different sizes, so it's quite easy. So let me go get them and I'll show you what jars I got and then we can organise it together. One more thing. These came in a pack of 4, so 4 of these shorter medium-sized jars. Then I've actually just kept these in this plastic so I can show you them easier. I then got 3, again these came in a pack, 3 of these taller, slimmer ones. I just thought it'd be quite nice to have different sizes, and then I got 3 larger ones for pasta. So I've got a real mix here. I can't remember if I've got any of this type in the pantry. I'm gonna go and have a look. Okay, so I've already got 2 different jars. I did have more of these, but I don't know where they are. So I've got 2 jars with these same lids, so I can add those into the mix as well. So altogether I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 jars, which I think is going to be enough. So what I'm going to do is get all the jars out into the kitchen, see what I've got, and then go from there. I am going to have to give these a clean because they're looking a little bit grubby for some reason. My jars are done. Look how neat this is. Oh my god, it brings me so much joy. Minus the disgusting wall in the background. But I've done all my pastas. I've done every single thing that was already in the jars is now filled up and neat. So I can just keep on top of this, keep them topped up. The reason I like having them in these jars is because I can see it all. When it's in packets, I end up forgetting. I buy too much pasta. I don't stay on top of what I already have. So I can actually see everything. I know how much I've got. I can keep it topped up. It's so much easier. And it's fresher because these are airtight sealed containers. So yeah, very pleased. I'm going to pop these in the pantry and make it look really lovely. I've also just ordered a new bulb for this laundry room because it's so dark, but my pantry is looking so lovely. All my jars are so sparkly and oh, it just brings me so much joy. And I also just popped in my acrylic containers into here. We don't have any snacks, so this is how it's currently looking. But I also just had a delivery of some baskets that I got from Amazon. These come in a pack of 4 and they fit so perfectly in these drawers. I can't believe it. So I actually think I'm going to order some more of these. They were quite inexpensive, I think, about £30 for 4. And I would like to have these actually in my dressing room so I can put accessories in here and, you know, different bits and bobs. Maybe like underwear split up. It just is a really nice way to divide the drawers but still look really neat. Morning everyone, it is Thursday today. I woke up this morning thinking it was Friday. I feel like I'm really confused what the day is. Also, I had a comment on my YouTube video to say that I need to stop touching my hair, and I do apologise. I think it's just because I do that in natural life. I always touch my hair, so I put my hair up today so you can't moan at me. But I have a lot of kitchen plans to talk to you about, and I'm really excited about it. Last night I sat down on my laptop, chatted with Jack, we made a big plan for what we want to do with the kitchen, and I've actually changed my mind slightly. I think we're going to do something a little bit bigger, and we're not just going to give it a facelift and work with what we've got. I think we're actually going to put a little bit more money towards it and revamp it entirely, and I'm so excited about it. So I wanted to sit down and chat to you about it and show you my plans and get your guys' opinions, because I am so in love with this idea and I think it's going to really transform the room. So let's just get straight into it. So just to remind you how the kitchen is looking and the layout, this is when you walk into the kitchen. We have, I mean, all of this is rubbish. This is going in the bin. This freezer needs to be gone. So this will all be empty eventually. But yes, this is how it's looking. So we've got this quite big area here next to the back door, and then the kitchen kind of comes round the corner, and then we have the pantry in here. So it's quite an awkward shape. Originally, I really wanted to have a kitchen island, potentially around here in this space. But we've realised that it's just not going to work for our kitchen. It's not that practical. It's just, our kitchen just isn't designed for an island. We could potentially have like a breakfast bar coming off here, but I just think this whole area of space needs to be utilised a little bit better. So I've got a new plan. Firstly, in terms of the kitchen as a whole, the actual cupboards and the units, I have found a company called Dream Doors, and they have loads of showrooms all over the UK. I've never heard of them before, and I don't know if they're really common. I don't know if lots of you would have heard of them, but I am really impressed. So I discovered them on Google. I actually typed in the name Dream Doors into Google to find some reviews, to try and find out a little bit more about them, and I came across a forum on Mumsnet, and they were discussing the company and talking about their experiences and pricing, and I was so impressed. So I've had a little look through the website, and I think hopefully we should be going with them and working with them on the kitchen. Not sponsored, I'm not working with them in like a paid or gifted capacity. We will be paying customers. So they basically do any project, from changing the worktops to changing your entire kitchen to rewiring. They install appliances. They can honestly do anything, any project, big or small. For example, if we just wanted to keep the cabinets and change the worktops, we could do that with them. So I'm really excited. Okay, so my plan is to keep all of this back wall existing. So we will keep these cupboards up here. I will be changing this extractor hood to just a normal modern extractor fan. It won't be covered, but I'd rather get rid of this and have something a little bit more modern and updated. And I'm hoping we can raise these cupboards up to the ceiling, because that gap really shortens the kitchen, and it's kind of there for no reason really. We will be getting a new oven, And this back wall will stay the same. The sink will stay the same. We're going to get new worktops and new cupboard doors. And then I think we are going to tile this entire backsplash with one sheet of marble quartz to match the same as the worktop. So it will be like a really fluid wall. And then moving over to this side, again, these will all stay the same, just different colours and probably different hardware. And then we're going to get a new dishwasher, so this will be completely integrated. It will just have a handle very similar to this on the front, so you won't know there's a dishwasher there. This I would like to get rid of. I don't use these shelves, it's such a waste of space. I don't need these baskets here. Currently I use this for all the snacks, but that will go in the pantry anyway. So I would like to potentially change this to drawers and then maybe have a cupboard here, or just get rid of that entirely, I'm not sure. And then up here, my plan is to take these cupboards off. Again, we don't use these. There's literally 4 things in these cupboards. We just don't need them. I don't like the shelving on the side. It just feels like it's kind of just been stuck on the wall and we just don't need it. So I'd like to take this off. And instead of having cupboards up here, I want to continue the marble worktop up to the wall and then have a floating shelf along the front. So this will just be nice and clear. We might potentially have a wall light up here, and I can just use this as a little bit of a styling area so that when you walk into the kitchen, you don't just see messy shelving and a fat cupboard. It will actually be a really nice area. In terms of colours and materials, I have really been liking this door that they do from Dream Doors. They actually have tons and tons of different options. They've got so many types of worktops, splashbacks. They do loads of different cupboard doors and units. They honestly have everything. Different finishes. I'm really impressed. So I really love this range, which is called Tullymore. And I think we might go for a Calcutta marble worktop that then flows into this backsplash as well. And then see if they can make a floating shelf out of that same material. Colour wise, they literally have every colour that you could ever want. I'm torn between going for something like the oak grain cream or the open grain white. I'm not too sure yet. Maybe I'm thinking potentially to do the white so it really brightens, but also the walls are white, so I kind of like the idea of having a bit more of a slightly darker tone. So we shall see. But I am really excited about it and I think it's going to be amazing. And then in terms of the rest of this room, so this section of the room, I really need to integrate this bit into the kitchen, because currently it feels like we've got the kitchen here and then just like a bit of a weird walkway, and it doesn't really have much purpose or much planning to it. So I saw this picture on Pinterest last night. It's actually from an interior designer's home, and I found this photo, clicked through the link, and it was an article all about her home and it was absolutely stunning. So I have fallen in love with this style of seating, which it kind of does feel a little bit old school to have like a corner bench and a table. It kind of reminds me of like houses that I would go to when I was in primary school. But I think to modernise that will look amazing. So my plan is to source a slightly smaller curved sofa to go within this corner just below the window and on this wall, and then in this space here to have a circular stone dining table with just a couple of chairs maybe either side, and almost replicate that photo within this space. We also have a light up here, so I would really like to lower this down a little bit. As you can see, it was actually very, very low before. I think it came down to like here. So we could lower this down a little bit more and have a gorgeous lampshade, which would just create some really nice soft light. We can decorate this window nicely, maybe put some blinds up here. And I think this area is going to feel so lovely. And then this section, this is all rubbish. This freezer is going to go, so none of that really should be there. Ignore the tripod. The TV will stay there. And what I'm thinking to do, because we've got this kind of awkward indentation within the wall here, I'm thinking to add a little console table below here, just to dress it, maybe to have a couple of drawers here for storage. And then this side, I'm going to put an olive tree. I think I want a really big planter and then a tall olive tree to go in this corner. I'm gonna try and find one that's suitable for indoors. I'd rather get a real one than a fake one, so we're gonna see what we can do, but I think it's gonna add a lot of life into the kitchen and just style this area quite nicely. Because we've got the back door here, it does make it a little bit more awkward. Later down the line, I mean years later down the line, what I would love to do is actually extend this random little passageway out so it connects to that wall, and actually have the door down there so that you come into the kitchen this way and this is like a boot room, and then extend these windows along the back here and put some skylights in the ceiling because it's a flat roof, just to add loads more light in and actually make use of this space as a boot room, utility room, which means we could potentially get rid of this and we could have a much larger U-shaped kitchen with an island in the central middle. So we shall see. That is phase 2. Good morning everyone, it is Friday today. I have spent the morning catching up on content from the week, emails. I feel like it's been a very busy laptop week, which is quite abnormal for me. Usually I don't have like tons of laptop work, but this week has been very admin heavy. I just wanted to show you these trousers that I've put on this morning. I unboxed some new pieces that were kind of new in PR bits and bobs, and I am obsessed with these trousers. They definitely need an iron, but they are from Lily Silk, and I've actually picked a few pieces which arrived yesterday. I chose these trousers and also a couple of tops, a really gorgeous cashmere jumper and a silk shirt. And I am so in love with these. They definitely need an iron. I've just chucked them straight on out of the box. They're a really lovely silky cotton blend. I don't even know what the fabric is, but they are beautiful. They're so comfortable, and I think because of the belt loops and the detailing, they don't feel like pajamas. Often wide leg trousers can kind of feel like pajamas on me, especially when they're this fabric, but I am in love with them. I've just put them on with a very simple Zara body just for ease today, because I'm just at home working. But I thought I would show you them because I'm so happy with them. I cannot wait to style these up properly, and I probably need to take them up a little bit because they are a little bit long when I wear kind of flat shoes. I might need to wonder with them a bit, but I love them. Also, on another note, I actually got my extensions taken out yesterday, and I only had, I think there were about 5 or 6 strands of hair left around the front. When I've been getting them done in the past few months, I've literally been getting the tiniest bit of hair. I've been taking them out every so often, and every time I get them refit, I'm taking more out. So I only had a couple of strands each side just to face frame my hair, and since I've had them out, I literally can't even feel a difference. The front of my hair is definitely a lot shorter and a lot finer than the rest. I think it's more noticeable when my hair is straight, but I did wash and curl my hair this morning. But I'm basically on a hair health journey this year, and I really wanted to get my hair back to how it was when I was younger, before I dyed it, before I bleached it and had extensions, and I just wanted to get back to my natural, really healthy, thick, strong hair. So that is my plan for the year, and I'm finally extension free, which has been a very long time coming, and actually this is the first time I haven't had extensions in, and I've actually loved my hair. I had my extensions taken out last year and I went back to my natural colour, which is pretty much my roots. I mean, you can still see that there is still a little bit of goldeniness where the bleach, and I've dyed over the top and it's still growing out, but yeah, my roots are literally my natural colour. My hair is super dark. It's exactly the same colour as my eyebrows. But yeah, I'm now extension free and I actually love my hair. I definitely am going to be really consistent with oiling the fronts especially, and just keeping up the health. So if you want to know products that I'm loving and kind of my hair routine, then do let me know, because I can definitely do it. I've been trialing a few products over the last few months actually, and I'm really enjoying them. So let me know if you want me to go into that a little bit more. But yes, today is another at-home day. I've actually had an at-home week and I am not complaining. I love being at home. If I could just be at home every single day of my life, I honestly would. But that is a little bit antisocial. So today I'm actually planning content for next week. I've got a branding job that I need to start on today, and I also am planning outfits and content for next week because the weather is looking really good. So I think I'm gonna have a bit of a shoot day next week, maybe even 2 shoot days, and I want to get loads of outfits shot, loads of outfits filmed for Instagram. I feel like I've been kind of slacking on the outfit front, and it's mainly just because I don't know what to wear. Every single day I just don't know what to wear because the weather is so difficult. And I know that that's probably the outfits that you need to be seeing and you need kind of advice and styling tips for, is like real life weather. So that is my plan for next week. So yeah, that is what I've been doing this morning. And I actually have Jack's sister Grace coming over shortly. We're gonna do some work together and just have a bit of a co-working day, which will be really nice. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think I might have another friend coming over later, and we're just gonna have a little girls' evening, have a couple of drinks, and then it's a full weekend of house jobs. Lots and lots to do. I also lit this candle this morning. It's a Jo Malone new one that they kindly sent over. It's the honeysuckle and Divana scent. Honestly, this smells incredible. It's such a lovely late summer scent. It really fills the room and I am obsessed with it.